Hey YouTube, it's MEGASEGASTAR 221, and I am back with the final part of the 150 subscriber special. I'll be answering a few questions, and then I will be showing you my story. So let's start here. Question 1. Let's see here. How long have you made custom, says Lego Lover 303. Probably like first grade I started, so 7 years I've been doing it. Let's see. And then from those 7 years, I started showing them in school at 4th grade. So I've been showing them for 4 years. Yeah, 4 years. What else? How long does it usually take to make a custom? Says Super Mac Ninja, or asks. Well, I basically told you how long it took me, like when I made my Lugia. I told you how long it took me, and I timed it, which was 3 hours, so I'd say that's like the least amount of time, because that's the same amount of time it took me to make my Stitch. The most amount of time would probably be like a week up to a month, or a little bit less than a month, because you never should rush a custom. If you rush a custom, it doesn't come out right. Never rush. Always do it correctly. Let's see here. What materials do you use? I use, for my gloss, I use Apple Barrel. For my metallics, I use Folk Art. And then I use Sculpey Clay, paint, brushes, Legos of course. Sometimes paper, like I remade the Mark 42 today. And I made the chest out of paper. Well, that's what happens when you wear gloves. I remade the chest out of paper. You really can't see it. I'll make a separate video on that. So, yeah, that's basically the materials I use. What else? What's your favorite custom? It's gotta go to my Sonic. I mean, he was like one of the first guys I made, and then this Sonic version is actually like indestructible. So if I was to drop this on the floor, like one of the many things that happened with my Sonics is their noses always fell off. Always. So one day I just made this one and the nose stayed on the entire time. This is like the most successful Sonic I've had. Let's see. What is the longest custom? Like the one that took me the longest. I would have said Time Eater, but it honestly didn't take as long as this one did. My Bowser took the longest to make. Now I had like shaved the arms down to make it smooth. I had to sculpt the chest on. I had to sculpt the head, and the head took like 3 attempts to just get the right size. I had to sculpt the shell, the tail. Had to paint everything, gloss it all. This took a really long time to make, and the head kept falling off, so I had to keep fixing it. So that's Bowser. That's all the questions I'm gonna take. Now I'm basically gonna tell my story. So I started getting into Legos once I was like allowed to and stuff, you know, when I was past the age limit. Then one day, none of this would have happened without this one guy. I went on YouTube one day, and that's when I discovered Lego customizing. I snuck onto YouTube one day when I was like first grade, not first grade, a little bit younger than that, and that's when I found Mr. Orange Lego, or how to make Lego customs. He inspired me to make what I have today. Without him, me would have never happened. This would have never happened. This would have never happened. And all these would have never happened. So then I started like using just the Lego bricks and trying to make things. Then I eventually was allowed to use Sharpies, so I started coloring them. Then came me using Play-Doh on them. Then came hot glue. Then, one day, when my mom found out that Sculpey wasn't toxic, she let me use Sculpey. So I started using Sculpey. That's when it really lifted off. From there, everything I made, Sculpey, Sculpey, Sculpey. Amazing. I had people, once I started like showing them in 4th grade, I had people just wanting me to make them stuff. Now, I made a few of them for people for like 25 cents and then got money for them and then used it for like snack. Then came 5th grade where I went to middle school and I met the art teacher. Once I showed him my Legos, he was amazed. He couldn't believe that. He got me a showcase. He got me like just on my stuff. He loved them. And I've gotten awards just from him. I got Artist of the Year. I got awards from it. Then that year, people kept telling me, you should send these to Lego. You should show Lego these. Well, let me show you this. That summer, I decided, why don't I? So I wrote a letter, sent some pictures. About a week, not even a week later, this arrives in the mail. So they wrote back, and I was able to tell it was written by a person because there were a lot of spelling mistakes, which made me so happy. They told me, like, my customs were amazing. They told me they were beautiful. They made me so happy. That was another thing that inspired me to keep going. Then came 6th grade, then came my Chucky doll, then came Treps, then came Iron Man, then came all that. And now I am in 7th grade. And then in 6th grade I got a Treps award, and then I got the Artist of the Year. That's when I went to junior high now, which is 7th grade for me. And now here I am today, keep making things. Everyone remembers me. They want to know what I'm doing next and everything. So that brings it to the end of my whole story. The one thing though that you don't know from me, who am I? What do I do? I make customs. There's more to me than what you think. For the first time ever, I show you who I am. This is me. I am MEGASEGASTAR 221. None of this would have happened without Mr. Orange Lego. This is why I'm telling you, don't leave. Don't stop what you do. Please. You inspired me. This is what I do now because of you. Please don't leave, you two. We all will miss you very much. But if you do decide to leave, I must tell you, I will miss you very much. And your videos will be remembered. I respect your opinion. I respect what you want to do. That's why it's all up to you, man. I'm just giving my opinion now. I hope you don't leave, because I will miss you. I'm sure a lot of other people out there will miss you. So that's why I tell you now on YouTube. This is MEGASEGASTAR 221. Or Iron Man. Peace. Expect more from 2013. Let's hope we get another 150 in there.